Prediction Central Podcast, hate me or love me, there's no in between. So, China's preparing for all-out cyber attack against America. Fox Business, fair use. So, this is very intriguing because the movie Leave the World Behind taps taps in on this, and also taps on how he continuously speaks on AI versus AI. You got to listen to this actual interview. Then I'm gonna show you something on how Tesla recalled all its vehicles, every model, because it has to update the feature on the autopilot sequence to protect its customers. And it was just talking about the movie Netflix, how Julia Roberts looked in and zoomed in on the feature of autopilot and how AI is going to take over the country in cyber attack. America's ran on a lot of AI situations or artificial intelligence sequences for a lot of things. But you got to check out this interview. Look at it.
Select Committee on China and House Homeland Security, Congressman Carlos Jimenez. Your reaction to that report, because this is concerning and rattling lawmakers in D.C., and also we're hearing the White House as well, that China, also on top of all what Julian reported, also tried to break into the operator of the Texas power grid. They operate independently from electrical systems in the rest of the U.S. We understand the U.S. electrical system is not connected. But the level of China's intrusion here and their intent is deeply worrying.
Yes, it is. And today we had a hearing in Homeland Security on the cybersecurity issues here in the United States. And yeah, it's becoming more and more apparent to us that China is preparing to launch some kind of a all-out cyber attack on the United States if, in fact, we find ourselves in conflict with them over Taiwan. And what's really scary about it is that it used to take an army of folks launching all of these attacks against us, but now with artificial intelligence, just a handful of people can start to launch cyber attacks all over across the United States using artificial intelligence. And so, yeah, it's becoming a real threat to the American homeland.
Do you see how they're planting the flag? They went after a port on the West Coast, that's China, saying we could shut down a port. They went into a Hawaiian water system in Hawaii. We can shut.
Now, she's saying all of this stuff that China's planning on doing, but not really China. They already sold us out to China. That's why Xi Jinping, the leader of the Chinese Communist Party, was already here in California for the AFMAC Pacific Islanders venue, or just a meeting with Gavin Newsom and stuff, the governor of California. Check out this, the Tesla recall. This is the Tesla recall. Check this out.
News: Tesla is recalling more than 2 million cars.
Yeah, so this recall is due to an issue with its autopilot system. We have Crawford's Will Tran standing by live at the Tesla plant in Fremont with more of the story. Will.
So if you own certain models of Tesla, you should have gotten an update, software update, or you will in the days and weeks ahead. Just to give you a little background on what's going on, the autopilot program is a major feature for Tesla. They have talked about this for years, and federal investigators, they have investigated what has been happening since 2016 in dozens of crashes where autopilot was used. Now, autopilot, according to Tesla, can be used in certain situations like highways and limited access roads. But in many cases, those drivers, they've used it in other scenarios. Federal investigators, they want the software to prevent drivers from using the autopilot, and it will tell the drivers you cannot engage autopilot during such a time, forcing the driver to manually drive it.
Yes, with that being said, now check out this clip from the movie on Netflix, Leave the World Behind, how they speak on cyber attacks and the Tesla autopilot going haywire, crashing all the vehicles. You gotta look at this shit. The intergalactic law, they say what they are doing to us so they don't have to face the intergalactic courts and suffer from any type of not cool retaliation. The reptilians, they really here, man. Check this shit out.
All emergency. All radio stations and television
Now, it's showing you on Leave the World Behind on that sequence. Now, check this out. When she reads the Teslas crashing into each other, she reads the autopilot actual manufacturer's receipt. Watch this. Now, look what it says. Full self capability to navigate the autopilot, automatic driving range while driving on a highway, auto park, both parallel and perpendicular parking. This is what they're saying. Now it's in the news that Tesla needs to make a recall and we're suffering from cyber attacks. Fair use Netflix. It is what it is. Leave the world behind. Check out this clip. Predictions is your podcast. Hate me, love me. There's no in between. There's something going on. 2024. You better prepare.